Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you a DBD 8.2 PTB review. Now, first off, apologies if you can hear the cicadas in the background. It is too darn hot for me to close these windows. Also, um, I usually would do the thing where we get some gameplay for that to roll in the background, but it was taking me way too long to find matches, so I kind of just wanted to give my thoughts on the PTB overall. I did a rundown in the community tab, basically talking about what it was first like looking at Dracula, and I kind of wanted to go over some more things since then to get a feel for everything before this officially drops. So, without further ado, here we go. First off, Trevor Belmont. I guess more than first off is that I don't really, I don't, I don't like how they look. If I'm being honest, um, as a person that's played one Castlevania game and uh I've played Vampires in Yu-Gi-Oh, which is, Konami product as well. I can't say that I can speak a lot to it about what Castlevania should and should not look like, but they seem too clean per se, too straightforward, and I don't really know how I feel about it in general. I don't know if I want them to be a little bit more rugged or defined. I don't know that Castlevania, and I know if you saw the anime or seen the anime, I should say. You kind of look at that too, and I'm okay with them not being the anime adaptations too. But I don't know. I just feel like they need to be a little bit more defined. So with that out the way, now let's talk about the survivor Trevor's perks. Trevor, I mean, I guess he falls into the same of what I don't know. I feel like something's off about them. It doesn't look terrible, but I don't know. None of this really fits the vibe for me of what Castlevania kind of should. I don't know. I feel like they need to be grittier and darker. They feel too DVDified. It's like when you get something that goes over to Fortnite, you're like, okay, that's the Fortnite take on it. I don't know. It feels like they should be less DBDified. Sorry, I promise I'll stop there. But Eyes of Belmont. When a gen is completed, the aura of the killer is revealed to you for 3 seconds. Anytime the killer's aura is shown for a period of time, its duration is increased by 2. So this is pretty much Lethal Pursuer for survivors. It's okay. Um, I I don't think I'll be that upset about it. It is what it is. Then exaltation, excuse me. Stunning the killer with a pallet upgrades your held item rarity to the next tier. This then recharges 25% of the item's maximum charges. This is a really cool idea. I really like the idea here. Um, we're just going to have to see how how insane it can get in times. There's definitely got to be a way to break it, but hey. Then Moment of Glory. This perk activates after you open or rummage through 2 chests. When you become injured, you become broken. Automatically heal 1 health state after a minute, then this perk deactivates. I don't think that you are ever taking this. Uh, don't know why they made this, if we're being honest. But, hey, uh, it exists in the game now. Then we go on to Dracula's powers, that is, and perks. I said pretty much all I needed to say in the community post, but vampire form is okay. The Hellfire, I was getting a little bit more hits than I expected. It seemed like everybody was kind of saying it was like so super janky. I don't know, maybe it's because I played Nemesis for a bit when he first released, because Nemesis and Zeno were and Freddy were pretty much the reasons I'm playing this game, but um, not on Trickster, but outside of this game. Uh, so it didn't feel too weird, but yeah, I don't know. I got hits pretty decently with it. Will form. I hear that it's actually bugged and broken, so I'm not going to go on this too much, but I said basically, and I'll say it again here, that the turn rate needs to feel a little bit better. I shouldn't have to flick while I'm a quadruped to try to hit somebody else after bunny hopping, basically. I don't know, that just seems weird. Then bat form. I don't know if it was just me, but I couldn't hear as much as I wanted to because it's so fucking loud. It is so loud. They need to tone down that like it sounded like the damn Scooby Doo intro with the bats flying. I'm that needs to be less. But beyond that, it's cool. I definitely used it to get around faster and get to places that I knew people were at. I gotta get used to like what you can teleport to. Um, Maybe you throw in Jansen tactics for once just so you can, I don't know, have your own kind of legit way of windows. But I don't know. It's okay. Overall, Dracula's okay. And that's the thing. He's just okay. Vecna is just okay. These big name baddies feel just okay. Like Pyramid Head. When I'm playing Pyramid Head, I feel like I'm about to beat somebody's ass. When I'm playing Dracula and going back to Vecna 2, I don't feel like the baddie that they are. I feel like, oh my gosh, I am playing a vampire and a wizard. I'm not playing the Lich Vecna and Dracula from Castlevania. They're just okay. Then we go on to Drax perks. Wretched Fate. This one I don't know why they made it, but uh, I'ma spoil what I was kind of thinking about doing. Pair this with Dying Light, and then Pentimento, and probably Plaything. That's pretty nasty. Um, you're not really going to play the game. You're just going to be slowing down the game. But I guess Wretched Fate is after one gen is repaired, has been repaired, a random dual tone becomes a hexen and curses the obsession. The obsession has a 33% repair speed penalty, and they can see this when within 12 meters. I just don't think that this needs to exist. If I'm being honest, it's both too strong and too weak at the same time. On one side, it's just like, oh my gosh, that's a hefty penalty for one person to endure, and then on the flip side, it's just like, damn, I'm doing kind of all of this for one person to endure a penalty. Like I don't really like it. Uh, that's just I don't know. It definitely needs to be different. Apologies if you could hear this person that clearly needs to beat their horn every 3 seconds. Then we have Human Greed. You see unopened chest auras and survivor auras are revealed for 3 seconds when they enter an 8-meter range. You also gain the ability to kick chests to close them. This has a 1 minute cooldown. Survivors unlock these closed chests 50% faster. It's okay. I don't think I've ever wanted in my life to reclose a chest, but you can do that now. Um, I don't know. You can find a way to put more chests in the game if you really want to give them an item just so you can see them for a few seconds. You can do that. You could also probably pair it with the Vecna perk. I'm blanking on the name, but you know the perk with the items on the ground and the who and the what now. Um, sure, like it it exists. It exists. Dominance, this is the one that I had more hope for, and is just okay. The first time each totem and each chest is interacted with by a survivor, that totem or chest is blocked by the entity for 8 seconds. The auras of blocked totems and chests are revealed to you in white. Now, I could just be really fucking stupid, but I don't think I saw anything blocked in white. It's probably because I was a bat. No, because I could see gens. I don't know. I never noticed it, and I saw people break. Well, I didn't see people, but I know people broke their fucking plaything totems, which I tried with. I didn't. I promise I didn't do this build. I tried something different. But I didn't see it. I didn't see anybody touch a chest. I didn't see any totems get blocked. Uh, it's all right. It's all right. Doctor changes. I went over that previously. Doctor is okay. He now can blow his load a little bit faster, and he can do it faster. Like as in, he can get to blowing his load faster and blow his be faster while blowing his load. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Um, Add-ons adjusted accordingly. Dredge. Somebody in the last video when I went over this did put into perspective the new speed. I I think Dredge is just going to need more overall, but uh, sure, it's okay. It's it's fine. It was Typer Vader that told me how Dredge's TP speed is now. It's kind of in relevance to Xeno and Demo. So that's that's fine. I think Dredge needs more help, if I'm being honest. I'm not impressed by what happened, but hey. Um things got changed add-on wise, it's okay. Nemesis. Decrease the mutation rate to requirement to 5. Honestly, again, you can still take this down even further, in my opinion. I just feel like it should be like Myers. I just feel it should be like Myers, where you kind of just get the first one and you just have it, right? Like, maybe not, but like, sure, I think it is if you hit one person 3 times with the whip, like straight from 0 to 100, you get the stage 2. I don't I don't I don't think I feel like you should just have it by the time you need to hit them the third time. I just feel that it should be how that goes. But hey, what do I know? Or a person and a zombie. It shouldn't take 3 hits for that. Then you have the increased hindered penalty from tentacle hits to 2. I really thought that was going to be a little bit more drastic. Ah, not really. Um, Same with Liquor Tongue. I thought this would just take it to insane heights. It's okay. And you have Marvin's Blood. Gain an extra zero point 0.5 mutation for infecting a survivor was 0.75. Why? 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 Like, I don't understand touching these two, if I'm being honest. Um, this one definitely did need a buff, but I mean, just in general, why you made it, and especially why you keep touching Marvin's Blood. It is one of the few add-ons you can bring in the game that at a certain point will no longer have an effect. You can just bring an add-on that doesn't do anything. And I don't mean like Tombstone where okay, once you proc Tombstone, you kind of just turn it off or whatever in combination with, everything, but it's one of the few add-ons where it's just like, all right, I reached tier 3, so now one of my add-ons is just done. And I brought an add-on just so I can reach T3 a little bit quicker. Like I hate Marvin's Blood design. Marvin is the homie in the game, but don't know I don't like it. Then we go over the survivor perks. I got hit with what did I get hit with? Uh Honestly, I was surprised there wasn't more gen stuff. But then again, did I kick gens that often or did I just I don't know. If you've watched my DBD gameplay enough, I've talked about several times that I don't really touch the gens that often. So maybe I probably would have got hit with Blast Mine a little bit more often, but I know I didn't get hit with Chemical Trap. Dance with Me, Deception, Diversion, Flashbang, Mirror Illusion, Wiretap, all of this stuff, I don't care that it went down. Seen it in action, don't really care. Increased hook stage drain timer to 70 seconds was 60. I'm going to need more time to form an opinion on that one if I'm being honest. It's just that's a big change in implementation. So I I don't know what they're doing. Map updates. This was cool. Dracula's cast will spawn in the sky of DVD original maps when playing against Dracula. That's really cool. I like that touch. Um, I honestly, out of all the things, that was the thing that looked the most Castlevania to me. Uh, so hey, that's cool. Then we go to Midwich being a part of Gameplay Pass. Oh, sorry, my brain is fried from how many times they tried to sell Xbox Game Pass. Uh, Midwich, why you could have just said Midwich? Why'd you put map updates and then just you could have just said Midwich? Um, I don't know. I still feel like this is a skill issue, but hey, it is what it is. Then you got some features, some miscellaneous, yada yada. Oh, this I do have. I don't like it. I've seen people talk about that it's like for server space, and that if you have 10,000 of an item, you should touch grass or add on or offering. I agree, completely agree. I don't have 10,000 of any item, but I feel like that's one of those things you sort of thought about from the like get go. Now you have people that have dedicated time to your game, and this is one of those slaps in the face to like older players. A lot of times when people are like, "I'm a veteran," and now you get to tell me other people get to wear this crown that none of us ever wear because it looks fucking stupid. Like that shit's really fucking dumb. This, on the other hand, I get it a little bit more because it's just like, wow, would you look at my collection? All this time, I've amassed 20,000 padded jaw traps. Like, I get it. Um, on the flip side, you just now have a new cap for yourself where it's just like, all right, let's make it so that I have 10,000 of every item. And then somebody posed a good question that I haven't seen an answer to. After you reach the cap, does it just not appear in your blood web anymore? Or do you just throw away like 3,000 BP because it still came up in your blood web? Now, if you could find a way to get 10,000 of every item for your character and all the add ons and offerings, right, and then you open a blood web and it's only like perks of the latest killer that you haven't done or whatever, so you only have to do like three blood webs, that would be sick. That would be an appropriate compensation for this fix. But beyond that, I think you just kind of spit on some of your vets that, again, they do need to touch grass. Don't get me wrong. But, hey, I don't know. I feel like there should be something. And then just a bunch of things I'm not going to go over. So, overall, PTB's resounding okay. It's just okay. Which, not everything has to be great, but I do find myself saying a lot more in these that okay is okay. And I want something to just be pretty darn good for once at this point. I'm not mad or salty or anything like that. I just feel like they aren't reaching their full potential. They're giving like B quality work where you're not mad that your kid brought home a B. They understand the content, but like the only reason they didn't get an A is because I don't know, they missed a couple of assignments that they clearly knew about or something like that. So I feel like behavior just isn't reaching their full potential with some of this. All of this was just recycled things in one way or another. Uh, the Hellfire is Pyramid Head's wave. Wolf form is kind of like a demo lunge, I guess. Um, yeah, I think that's the only other one that you throw yourself. And bat form, I'll give them credit on bat form. I saw somebody equate it to Vecna flight. I don't think that's fair. I will give them credit on bat form. I don't know why, out of all things, vault points is what you teleport to. It's handy, definitely more handy than lockers, but I don't know. I just feel like there was, and you can't teleport to gens. You did that with Freddy. Can't teleport to random TVs or something because you did that with Sadako. Yeah, I guess they're running out of things that you can teleport to. So I guess that's that. So yeah, that's That's all I can really chime in on this. It's fine. It is fine, and fine is fine. So, if you like the video, like it. Got a comment for me? Comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.